Love, light, greetings, gratitude, blessings and blessings. Ascension Star family, my divinity to yours. Welcome if you're new, and welcome back if you're returning. Thank you for your precious love light, your hearted comments, your likes and shares, your appreciation, generosity, importantly, is our unite in light to shift and uplift the people and planet into a passionate, pretty, beautiful, bountiful paradise. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 18/7/2024, 978-24-6. That's our vibration today. A 24 equals 6. The energy of the lovers in Major Tarot, love on every level. Personally, socially, intimately, romantically, through friendship, through work, as a nation and as nations, and of course spiritually, cosmically, galactically. It is also the energy of our third eye chakra, the seat of intuition, higher thinking, higher mind, higher vision, insight, foresight, imagination, intention, and so on, to create into form from your thought through imaginative creativity, the beauty and bounty, and manifest that into your reality. I am reading on the weather at Trooping the Colour. It's been a long time coming on my schedule, and I need to complete what is standing out for long, as outstanding for long, apologies. That particular day was the first time in my life that I was guided by spirit to view the event, and I did at intervals. It was quite a long set, so I took a break. It was quite exhausting, and having me sit at that length of time, which I do not do, I found it quite odd that throughout the event, throughout the procession, there was overcast weather, drizzly weather, rainy weather, and at times torrential rain. And I did notice the fuzziness of the frequencies, the siphoning of energy that was taking place, and it was just quite hazy. But when the family gathered on the balcony, the rain almost miraculously stopped. And what was even more outstanding was the bright sun that lit that balcony at the time of the flyover. I'm sure you call it a flyover or a flood past, right? And I thought, am I just seeing this, or is it really happening? And I sort of went back a few seconds to watch the repeat of the live, and yes, it was. Bright sun, illuminating, shining, glistening through, gleaming, and it was amazing how at that particular time the weather changed. And I questioned it, because it was very odd to me. And of course the answer is obvious. And such things have been taking place for a long time. But let us get the message from the divine. Spirit, Mother, Father, Divine, welcome as I invite your energy, essence, presence to grace us in your divine embrace, to connect and protect myself, our star portal and star family, as we meet and greet in your divine seat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This reading was meant to take place a few, I would say maybe 2 or 3 days after the trooping So I do apologize that I'm bringing it to you late, but of course there is such a long list that I get through, and of course there are times when I've got to start a reading and then get told, no, let's change the plans. All right, so we have the Knight of Swords. Interesting. Clouds. Seven of Wands. Barriers, boundaries. Putting up structures. Death. Hanged Man. Eight of Wands. Five of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. Well, this is the sunlight for the balcony. This feels like when the flyover took place. You've got all the craft that sort of get up in the air. Isn't that interesting? And I hear a helicopter go by after a long time. That's very interesting. A spirit never ceases to amaze us, say. I haven't heard a helicopter for, I think the last time was when I was online with you on one of the videos. Says it's interesting, very interesting. Spirit, tell us the weather at Trooping the Colour that I already questioned, right? And got my answer. Can you share? Tell us about the rain at the Trooping the Colour on 15th of June 2024. That 15 reduces to the 6 of the 6. 2024 was 8, so it was a 668 energy. I do remember that it was a judgment. It was 20, which was judgment, and that becomes the 2. All right, so we have the 9 of Swords. Shadowy energy, dark shady energy, hiding in the overcast, in the shadows, in the grays, which was very much the day. And of course, this looks like when they got onto the balcony, then it was illuminated. But the 9 of Swords is all that mental confusion that they gave us, where the rain just kept coming on, clouding the vision, creating a blurry effect, and that was not normal. Tell us more about that rain, please. Was the rain natural or not? 10 of Swords. It was not natural. It was all mind controlled. It was all programmed. Frequency programming, energy siphoning. But if you've not heard about cloud seeding, then please do look it up and read about it. And I believe that they had the cloud seeding at intervals as they were processing and progressing through the procession. I meant to say proceeding. You know, Spirit can get my words all confused at times. They were proceeding up, right? And this was that lovely sun that you saw at the end. The 10 of Cups at the balcony. So we have the 10 of Swords play out. This was all the mind control and the frequencies, all of that fuzziness that I was seeing in the energetic sphere and the atmosphere of the day that was keeping people stuck, programmed in a glum state. This is the cloud seeding, the overcast energy, right? And of course, the 10 of Cups talks about when the family gathered, then we have the sun. And that was natural. It was meant to be a lovely bright day. So interesting how these three factors had played out in that day. A little bit more, please. I have the Knight of Pentacles and the Strength. But that just sort of turned itself over. Not to come out, I'm not sure why. Oh, Spirit says that's how they were playing the cards. They were flipping when it suited them. They were just turning things around, making it seem real. They were confusing you. Look, my cards have just gone the opposite direction again. So that's what they were doing. Right, here we go, the Chariot. This is what I needed to show you. They were on top of the clouds. They were seeding the clouds. Can you see? I want to show you now what they show me. Look at this blue. That is the reality. This is what the population had seen. The dark energy as the procession took place, as they were moving, right? Proceeding, progressing. The cloud would move with them, but they were on top of it. Meaning the dark energies that were contriving the weather knew exactly what they were doing. Above the clouds, it was all clear and perfect. And that literally sums up our reading. Right, and look what's at the bottom. And the sun, it was bright on the balcony, right, when they were looking down. But look at the karma they created for that, right? So this is the flight past. I'm asked to keep that, right? Meaning the craft. They were 5. Were they 5? Oh, I don't even know. I can't remember whether it was 3 or 5, but I think it was an odd number. Craft that flew over. Maybe it was 5. But that's representing the number of craft, they say. And very much looks like the positioning they were flying, sort of angulated, triangulated, right? That's when the sun had come out. That's when they were looking at the world from the balcony. It was just all very karmic. There's our judgment. Oh dear, there we go. I didn't even notice this was judgment. This was the energy of the trooping 20 as in judgment. Our reading is done, Spirit says. Our reading is done, but King of Pentacles, there's the cloud, right? There's the clouds. King of Pentacles is William and the King. And of course, that's what the world was saying. So I'll leave this here as the foundation energy, meaning built up on that. That's how it was created, right? And it was the 3 of Pentacles, which was all of the work being done. And here we have the sun, right? Created by the system. To do what? Cloud seed. There's the chemical used to cloud seed, to bring about precipitation. And it's a very quick read. You've got it all in the cards, nothing made up, very much real. So it was purposed, it was intended, it was intentional to create that type of a weather so that they could test the Queen of Pentacles. They could bring her out and, of course, let the world see her, but not have too much of, keep her inconspicuous for most part. Or all of that rain would create difficulty in the vision, in seeing her. You get where I'm going with this. All right, beautiful hearts. To answer some of your questions and to bring this reading to a conclusion and tick it off my list, I feel now that the justice has been done, that I have done this, in or else I would have just mentioned it in the preamble, but I prefer to rather go through the reading and let you see what happened. And with that, I love you, I bless you, I thank you. Till next.